Welcome to another Canva animation video. In this tutorial, we'll create a travel animation video in Canva. We will be building this animation using multi-page designs. Each page acts as a scene in the video, and together they create a full animation when transitions are added. This approach makes it easier to manage elements, control timing, and apply transitions smoothly from one landmark to the next. So let's get started. Open Canva and start a new project. Select landscape video size, and I'm going to name the project Travel Video Tutorial in Canva. Add a blank background. Then go to the Photos library and search for Blue Sky. In the result, drag one in and set it as the background. Next, let's add some clouds to the sky. Go to the Elements tab, search for Clouds Graphics, and let's drop this one onto the canvas. Resize it and reduce the transparency to about 16%. Duplicate it twice and arrange the three clouds across the background for a layered effect. Now let's add our landmark images. Download about 5 landmark images for the destination or locations we are working with. Here I have downloaded 5 landmark images for Paris. Once you have those images ready, upload them into Canva. I'm going to start with the Louvre Museum image. Place it on the canvas, enlarge it, and remove the background. Position it lower on the canvas to leave space at the top for the sun and the text overlays. Next, go to Elements and search for Flying Airplane or Airplane Route Graphics. Add one on the canvas, change its color to white, and position it. Next, go to Shapes and add a rounded rectangle. Reduce its height and extend the width and position it near the top. Set the fill to no fill, then add a stroke with a weight of 4. Round the corners to 100 and make the stroke color white. This will look like a search bar overlay. Next, add text on top of the rounded rectangle. Type "Must visit destination in Paris." Adjust the font, increase the size, and set the color to white. Now select both the rectangle and the text, then group them. In the timeline, set this overlay to appear like 0.7 seconds after the video starts. Now type T again to add another text layer. Type P over that, make it bold, and increase the size to about 200 and set the color to white. Position it somewhere at the bottom. Duplicate the text. Move the duplicate forward and change it to A. Then do the same for R, I, and S until you spell Paris. Space the letters evenly. Now for the timing, let's stagger their entry. The P is going to start at 0.7 seconds and the A 0.3 seconds later. Each letter appears 0.3 seconds after the previous one until we get to the letter S. We are going to let the letters show only for a short time before they disappear. Now for the exit, reverse the order. We are going to let S appear for like 1.5 seconds. Then the I is going to disappear 0.3 seconds later, and so on until we get back to P. For the rectangle and text overlay, we are going to let that disappear like 0.1 to 0.2 seconds after the last letter disappears. Next, press C to add a cycle. This will be the sun. And let it start exactly when the last letter disappears. Resize it and color it yellow. Enlarge it. Position it somewhere at the bottom. Move it behind the Louvre image in the timeline so it appears from behind. Extend the page durations to 9 seconds to accommodate the sun and the landmark text animation. Adjust all layers, the background, the clouds, the Louvre, the sun, airplane to match the page duration. Now select the sun, click Animate, select Custom Animation, and let's add an animation path. Drag the path upward from behind the Louvre image. We can't do that easily because the Louvre image is blocking it, so we are temporarily going to move the sun layer to the top of the timeline. Add the path. Apply the steady animation style. Then return it behind the Louvre image in the timeline. Next, animate other elements. The cloud, select and apply drift animation, moving right. Apply the same animation to the other two cloud layers. Select the Louvre image and apply baseline animation. From bottom up, apply on enter. The flying airplane graphics, apply wipe animation at slower speed, moving right, in and out. The Paris letters, apply baseline animation to each letter, drop down on entry. And you can use the copy style to apply same to all other letters. Then check the reverse exit to make each letter move up on exit. So the letters are going to move down on entry and move up on exit. Next, add landmark text. Set the font to a bold font like Anton. Click Effect and apply a lift effect to the text. Click Animate and animate it with a custom path moving upward on the sun. Apply the steady style and increase the speed. In the timeline, place it behind the Louvre image and let it appear after the sun. And you can see it looks good. Now this completes page 1. For the page 2, duplicate page 1 and go to page 2. On page 2, delete the Paris text, delete the rectangle overlay, extend the sun and landmark text layers to start at the beginning. Remove the airplane graphics. Now add the second landmark image to this page. I will use the Notre-Dame Cathedral image, enlarge it and remove the background. Now, do not delete the previous landmark image, the Louvre image. We need both images present so they can work together to create the sliding effect you will see in the final video. Make sure the previous landmark image is placed behind the current one in the timeline. We are going to animate the video by adding a match and move transition to make the images slide smoothly from one to the next. To make the transition work, Canva must recognize continuity between pages. This means you must select the previous landmark image, which is the Louvre image, and slide it left, almost off screen, leaving a small part visible. Then copy the cathedral image, go to page 1, paste it, and slide it right, almost off screen, leaving a small part visible. Now, page 1 starts with the Louvre image and ends as the cathedral image begins sliding in. On page 2, the Louvre image slides out while the cathedral image continues sliding in. For the side effect with the match and move transition to work, you need this overlap. The current page must end with the next image sliding in, and the next page must begin with the previous image sliding out. Canva reads one as exiting and the other as entering. And the way you position the images off screen tells Canva which direction they should move. This overlap is exactly why we need to keep both images on each page. Without the two images, the match and move transition won't animate correctly. So next, adjust the sun position, remove the existing animation part, and reduce its size. Select the landmark text and remove the existing animation part. Drag the text up in the timeline so we can animate it easily. Update the text to Notre-Dame Cathedral. Position it to start from right behind the image, Click Animate and add a new custom animation part. Move it up and left on the sun. Animate with steady style and increase the speed of the animation. Let's set the page duration to 4.5 seconds. Adjust the other layers so everything ends on exactly 4.5 seconds. Don't forget to return the landmark text behind the landmark image in the timeline. And we are done with page 2. From here, the same process repeats for page 3, page 4 and page 5. Always duplicating the previous page, replacing the landmark images, and linking images across pages to ensure Canva recognizes the transition for match and move. So next, duplicate page 2 to create page 3. Go to page 3, add the Eiffel Tower image, delete the Louvre image from page 1. Enlarge the Eiffel Tower image and remove the background. Select the previous page landmark, the Notre-Dame image, and slide it left, almost off screen. Then copy the Eiffel Tower image, paste that on page 2, and slide it right, almost off screen. Go back to page 3, reposition the sun on the canvas, update the landmark text, remove the old custom animation part, change that to Eiffel Tower, then add a new custom animation part starting from right behind the tower. Move it up and left onto the sun. Apply the steady animation style. Duplicate page 3 to create page 4. Go to page 4, add the fourth image, enlarge it, and remove the background. Select the previous image and slide it left, almost off screen. Delete the cathedral image from page 2. Then copy the Arc de Triomphe image, paste it on page 3, and slide it right, almost off screen. Go back to page 4 and reposition the sun. Then update the landmark text, remove the old animation part. Update the landmark text to Arc de Triomphe and add a new animation part starting from behind the arc image. Then apply the steady style. Return the text behind the image in the timeline. Next, duplicate page 4 to create page 5. Basically the same process. Add the next image, enlarge it, remove the background. Delete the landmark image, the Eiffel Tower image from page 3. Select the previous image and slide it left, almost off screen. Then copy the present image back to page 4, paste it and slide it right, almost off screen. Go back to page 5 and reposition the sun. Adjust the size, make it bigger. Update the landmark text. Remove the old animation part. Enter the new landmark text. Add a new animation part. Then apply the steady style. Move it behind the palace image in the timeline. Now let's add a blank image for the outro. Add a blank background. Then go to Elements, Frames, and insert this frame. Resize it and place it on the right. Drag in the Eiffel Tower image and place it inside the frame. Double-click and adjust it so it fits well. Now position the frame on the right so we can have text on the left. Press T to add text and type Explore over that. Change the font to Amsterdam and adjust the size. Add more text layers to the different fonts. Press L to add a line and place it right under the second text layer. Now adjust the colors and positions until the layout looks like this. Go to Elements and let's add a flying airplane graphics. adjust and place it at the bottom. Duplicate it, move the duplicate up, enlarge it, rotate, and move it behind the frame in the timeline. Change the colors of both to yellow. In the timeline, the flying airplane graphics will begin at the start. The other layers, we are going to make them appear 0.2 seconds after the airplane graphics. And now we are done with adding elements and pages. Next, let's add transitions. Apply match and move transitions between the landmark pages with a 1 second duration. Between the last two pages, let's apply a dissolve transition for a softer ending. Now preview the video and let's see what we have. If you notice any error, for example, at the start, the cathedral image appears too early at the beginning on page 1, as you can see right on the start. So go to page 1 and trim it to only begin near the end of the page. And for the other pages, let's adjust the text timing. Go to page 2 and trim the text layer so it appears after the transition and after the sun movement. Make the text start about 1.2 seconds after the page begins. Do so for the rest, and that way we can have consistent timing. Go to the outro page and let's add animation to the elements. Select the frame, click animate and add wipe animation moving right. The flying airplane, the top one, add wipe animation moving left. Select the bottom one, apply wipe animation moving right. Then all the text and line elements, apply wipe animation moving right. Once you are done, exit the page and check all pages again and make sure that the layers are trimmed and aligned correctly. Then preview the video once more to confirm that everything flows smoothly. Finally, if you like, you can add background music. Go to page 1 and at the bottom of the page timeline, click Add Audio. This opens the audio library. Search for a suitable track that matches the mood of your video. Drag the audio track onto the timeline. Exit the page view and you will notice that the music track has been added across all pages in the main timeline. Fade out the last 1 second of the audio for a smooth ending. Then preview the video one last time to confirm everything flows well. When satisfied, export the video as MP4 at the highest quality available to you. And this completes the travel video, polished, animated, and ready for art or promotion. And this is the result. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more animation tutorial with Canva. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.